divider beam cube is more like a rectangular 4-inch wide, 8-inch deep sections is commonly used. So instead of using the wall, because that wall is actually more concrete, doesn't necessary, doesn't work for laterally significantly. So we try to use a steel divider beam. So here I'm gonna delete not necessary, and also this one was somehow wrong. Let me turn off the floor. I'm gonna this oh delete. I'm gonna delete this wall. Again, the wall element has a many degree of freedom, so increase the computation time. So try to make the small. Hold on, let me minimize the number of elements. Let me just turn off that so I can select. Okay, so I delete that not necessary wall sections. Oh, by the way, since we have a wall, shear wall, we don't need a steel column inside, because we're gonna this walls will work for the vertical element, vertical wall too. So let me see, and I'm gonna turn on back beams.
Quick question. This
Yeah.
has to do with the corridors again. So since it's returning, actually, never mind. Never mind.
Oh,
We're
hold
good.
on. Did
I
I
think you
delete
might,
this?
I think you might have
Oh, okay.
deleted the concrete beam
Uh,
on the
okay.
side.
Okay. So the core wall is we said we're gonna use outer V1 or predominant major wall. Let me just since we're using concrete beam. Let me see. Do I have a concrete beam? I can create just one. Uh, add a new properties, concrete sections. I'm gonna just gravity beam. I'll call maybe beam. Typically, I think two beams we needed. Maybe I'll start with a link beam, right? So link beam width usually match wall thickness. Uh, Current wall thickness 12. I think we need to also create setup. Maybe for now I'll make it 24 by 24. Let's see. And we need more material properties. Let's choose. Hold on. For that one, we'll change it. Cylinder, concrete cylinder 4. So I'll just we need to create series of link beam and also series of wall sections because thickness we cannot they should be associated so we cannot apply it separate independently. So if you have a 24 by 24 link beam or wall has a various concrete uh, strengths, then we need to create all the section properties. So that's a little kind of cumbersome routine task. Steps cannot do that. So if you have a 24 by 24 link beam for concrete cylinder, concrete strength 4,000, 5,000, 6, 7, 8, you have to create all that section properties. So maybe so here before we jump on, maybe next class I'm going to explain a little more, but that's for now. I just choose a 4,000 psi concrete. The link beam is 24 by 24. I create link beam, and I'm gonna create just another beams for gravity beam, maybe 14 by 18, roughly. I'm gonna use a 4,000 for now. So width of the beams 14, depth is 18. So I can create the two section property. So link beam that tying that core wall to core wall. I'm selecting those beams, assign as link beam. Where is the L? Okay, link beam 24 by 24 C4. Okay. Then those are, let me draw that beam, gravity beam. I'm gonna draw it. But make sure when you draw it, there is also option whether you could use moment release or continuous. So this concrete that should be always continuous. So let me just click rest of beam. Gonna find gravity beam. So typical gravity beams at the openings, I use concrete beams. So just double check when you see this, all the concrete beams are all no moment release, because they are monolithically poor. Also, we are typically this link beam, we need the moment rigidity to make coupling effect works. Then gravity beam is 14 by 18, even though you draw it, because their contribution, their length is relatively long, and their contribution for lateral effect is very minor, negligible. So at the end of the day, I think some structural engineer don't even bother to model this, but some engineer wants to draw it, put that in, because they need load take down. They want to incorporate some loads of this area and framing. So our case, we draw that in for load calculation, right? So far, I think it's okay. And here, since we somehow previously you add some column in the middle, maybe so the use had some the beam crossing through the wall, don't necessary. So maybe you could just click it and see. I'm gonna delete and redraw it. So again, this is part of composite beam, and we are expecting also pin connections. So what you do is column to wall. Need to be carefully click the node because they are very sensitive. So see that? So we call border is spanning column to corner of the wall. Other side too. Right? So let me just shrink and see how this framing. Okay, looks fine. Looks fine. All right, now here, one more thing. So this side is okay. Here somehow you see it's something weird here framing. These beams somehow stop here, and the spandrel filler beam is framing to here, right? So when you look at this, it's something you have to see. Oh, something wrong, because what we try to do is this work like a filler beam. So dump it to the discoder, but discoder actually discontinued the tip. So this coder doesn't do anything So basically, this is some unstable conditions. So this case, typically, even though we have a concrete link beam, you should extend from the column to the link beam. Show that too. I have to turn on that join and see I don't make sure that I click the right point. So it should be one, two, one. Okay, something like that. There was something. Oh, uh, oh, this one has a problem. They maybe click the wrong point. Okay. So far, up to here is clear, right?
Yes, it's clear. Also,
Okay, now,
after
yeah,
we're done, could you possibly send us this file so we have a reference when we make our changes?
yeah, yeah,
Perfect. Thank
yeah.
you.
I'll do that. Uh, but I think there is some issue because I think keeps pointing. Even experts usually make miss because you have to zoom in because here